Good morning. This morning, the task of introducing our guest of honor is a great privilege. If there are people who celebrate their achievements in life, I am sure our distinguished guest is one among them. He mastered his performance, coupled with fervent prayer and strong faith in the Almighty. 18 years back, our guest was a celebrity of this school because he was one of the graduates of batch 2005 and was awarded class valedictorian, and was also a graduate of batch 2009 of Baggao National High School main campus as class salutatorian. He pursued his tertiary education at New Era University, Quezon City, took up Bachelor of Science in Electronics and Communications Engineering. He was a consistent Dean's Lister from 2009 to 2012, and at the same time, CHED Merit Scholar until he finished his baccalaureate degree in 2014. On April 2015, luckily passed the licensure examinations for Electronics and Communications Engineer. As to his work history, he had his first taste of working as an associate quality engineer at Mrs. Philippines, Makati City, from 2015 to 2016. As telecommunications network engineer at Sky Cable Corporation from 2016 to 2018, as field operations territory head of Global Telecom Incorporated, where he supervised and spearheaded broadband operations across Region 2 in 2018 to 2019. He had his career break sometime in September 2019 to April 2020, went abroad and pursued further studies. He took up diploma in Information Technology Networking at Danforth College, Melbourne, Australia, and at the same time worked with Telstra Corporation, the largest telecommunications company in the said place. He went home to our beloved country and got married on December 23, 2021, but unable to return to Australia at this time due overseas travel restrictions. He is currently working at Mandaluyong City as a network and security engineer at Comcast Business, one of the largest telecommunications company in the United States, where he manages global network and security operations. As to his professional summary, he is a telecommunications network engineer with demonstrated experience in field and network operations, managing enterprise, global network, and security operations, delivering the best customer experience primarily for data, voice, and video services, including various IT and telecommunications value-added services. He is such an asset to his family, relatives, and friends, especially to his parents, Mr. Mendrado Monzon and Mrs. Levita Monzon, and also to his high school sweetheart, now his wife, Mrs. Femi Gasmen Aresta Monzon. At present, they have one child, a boy, who's turning 2 come October 5. Ladies and gentlemen, with honor and pride, I now present to you our guest speaker for today's graduation ceremony, Engineer Joe Christopher A. Monzon.
so much, everyone. Let's take your seats. With the introduction that was for Jamie, once again to the graduates and the grandparents, to all of our educators and district division officials, to barangay officials, classmates, everyone in attendance, all of our guests, allow me to greet you one more time a pleasant morning. As we all know, we are all gathered today to witness the remarkable achievement of these young students who have just completed another step of their educational journey. Indeed, your graduation is worth celebrating, and I congratulate you all on your once-in-a-lifetime achievement, because it's so obvious that you will only graduate once from your elementary. However, today is not just a moment of celebration. Let's make this as well as a moment of appreciation and a moment of self-reflection, and also a moment of self-realization. I said this because the past few years, as what we have heard just a while ago, have been the most challenging years in all aspects of life. Humanity was caught off guard by the various tragedies, unfortunate and unprecedented events brought about by the COVID-19 pandemic. The world has lost so many lives. Many businesses have collapsed, and many have lost their livelihood, and a lot more. All of us have fallen victims of these catastrophic events, and by saying all, even you, my young fellows, the parents, everyone who are here, have fallen victims of these unforeseen circumstances. Some of you might have encountered problems with your physical and mental health when you fall ill and were so worried of what's going to happen to you next. Your social lives were most likely affected also when you were put in lockdown and were not able to come out, see your friends, play with your classmates. But not only that, even your education and the educational system as a whole were greatly impacted and affected by these circumstances. But despite the adversity, the Department of Education, in cooperation with all our teachers, have responded accordingly. Ang isang napakalaking tanong noon ng marami, paano ang pag-aaral, paano ang buhay ng mga estudyante? Titigil kaya sila sa kanilang pag-aaral? There's this COVID, the lockdown, and all sort of government restrictions implemented all throughout the country. But firm was the conviction and the stand of the Filipinos that education is a necessity, it is non-compromisable and non-negotiable. That is the reason why our teachers did not stop in helping their students. They took advantage of the various social media platforms, the modern technology, and the internet in general to reach out to you, their students, to deliver and disseminate information and educational resources for the sole purpose that your educational journey would carry on and you would still graduate in time, and eventually you will realize your dreams without any further delays. So our beloved teachers, I can only imagine the tough times that you had to go through during those challenging times. You were tasked to prepare modules, printing, distributing them to each household, and later on collecting them, preparing all of your reports, and so on. And let us remember that our teachers, they were all doing those on top of their primary responsibilities at their respective homes, because as we all know, most of them are parents as well. They've got their own family, their own children to look after at their respective homes. Truly, I would like to recognize all of their efforts. Our teachers are truly our modern day heroes, always ready and always willing to sacrifice for their students. Nagyaman kami, Ma'am Sir, ti amin nga sakripisyo, ken tulong nyo, kinaanos nyo para taging estudyante nyo. To you, my dear graduates, you may not relate well to everything that I have just said, but think of this one. Dati-rati ay pumapasok kayo sa eskwelahan o sa paaralan mula Lunes hanggang Biyernes. Marahil ay masaya kayo sapagkat laging may baon. You were so excited to see your classmates, play with your friends, see your favorite teachers, and for whatever reasons that you have, why you love going to school. At an instant, all those were gone. You were put in lockdown. I can only imagine how boring that was for you because the pandemic has indeed stolen few years of your childhood. Some of you weren't even allowed to come out from your home and play with your neighbors. But look at you now, I can say you're happy and you are thrilled about your achievement. And job well done with your graduates. To our loving parents, pagpagdindingan ng anak, kumusta ni pinagbiag niyo ako iti napalabas nga panawin? Masigurado niyo nga ado dagiti panubok ngayon kayo naglasatan. Baka da naapektaran iti pagsakulan na, baka da pa'y naawanan ti pagsakulan ngayon nagtuloy-tuloy ting kayo pagkasakulan. Hamit mabalin nga hangamangan, dagiti anak yung tibuong nga pamilya. Hamit mabalin nga hanga gumatang ti agas, iti nagsagik da. Hamit nga mabalin nga gumatang ti pagkasapulan dagiti anak para ti pinagbasa da. Amin dagita ken naduma-duma pa'y nga panubok ngayon kayo naglasatan ket agyaman kinaapo ta amin ket napagtagumpayan niyo ket ambok natatta ket naragsak tirik nayo. Gapo dagiti baligi dagiti anak yo. All of you might be curious, why am I telling all of this? Why am I flashing back memories that were not pleasant, memories that were at some point painful and traumatic? Today, I just want everyone to realize that we are not just celebrating the graduation of these children. Sa araw na ito'y marapat din natin gunitain, ipagbunyi at ipagdiwang ang inyong naging katatagan. Ang tapang, lakas ng inyong loob, ang hindi nyo pagsuko sa kabila ng lahat ng hamon ng buhay. Katakot-takot na banta sa ating kalusugan, maging sa ating buhay. Dagdag pang nagpapatuloy na pagsubok sa kabuhayan at sa kahirapan, pero lahat ng iyon, sinagupat na lagpasan nating lahat. Isn't that worth celebrating? But come to think of this one. Think of just a moment. Think of one reason why we were able to overcome all of the trials of the past. As for me, I can only think of a few. And one of those is because we did not give up. We chose to fight for our families, for our lives. We chose to fight for our dreams and for our future. We chose to be resilient. And this is what the theme is all about. It doesn't only speak about a resilient and a strong educational system, responding to the changing needs of students amidst unprecedented times, but it also talks about the people, especially the students' inner strength, your moral, your intellectual, your emotional, social, and even your spiritual well-being. This is the reason why our teachers doesn't only speak about or teach about academics. They also teach about values education. From time to time, they share valuable life lessons, even their own experiences, to inspire and motivate all of you to strive harder in pursuing your goals. Whether we all agree or not, no matter how strong or resilient the educational system is, if the student's well-being is weak and unstable, we won't go that far. It won't make any difference. But a strong and resilient educational system coupled with a strong and stable student's well-being, that would guarantee, if not, that would cement a firm hope of achieving success. Now it's time to reflect. dear graduates, and even the parents. Think of what all this situation has made us. Well, I can say it made us tougher. It made us more resilient. Even though that the situation looked unfavorable from the start, because we did not give up and we chose to have faith and believe in our Almighty God, God eventually flipped everything to our advantage. Isn't it that during the pandemic we became closer to our families? We learned how to perceive life positively. Now we value life more than ever. And what does that apply, or how does that apply to your education? Throughout 6 years of your elementary education, you have already faced so many adversities. You have persevered through so many coursework, numerous assignments, and rigorous examinations. And since you were able to pass all of those, you were able to learn the value of perseverance, dedication, and you have learned critical skills that will serve as your edge as you move along and step on the next journey of your education, the high school. Now it's time to face the reality. As we all know, this is not the end of your journey. It's a way to go, my young fellows. Pero merong maikling kasabihan, subalit may napakalalim na kahulugan. Sabi nila, malayo pa, pero malayo na. Kung ating tatanawin ang ating hinaharap, kung ipupukol ninyo ang inyong paningin sa mga pangarap at adhikain ninyo sa buhay, marahil ay sasabihin ninyong malayo pa ang inyong lalakbayin. Marami pang pagsubok ang dapat na pagdaanan. Subalit kung lilingunin naman natin ang nakaraan, maaari na ninyong sabihin na malayo na rin ang inyong nilakbay. Hindi kakaunti at hindi birong pagsubok ang inyong napagdaanan, and eventually, inyong napagtagumpayan. Kaya ang hamon sa atin ng buhay, magpatuloy lang tayo sa ating paglalakbay, patungo sa pagtupad ng ating mga pangarap. Sa inyong mga paglalakbay, hindi kayo makakaiwas ng mga pagsubok, mga hadlang, mga hamon. Pero I dare you to be brave. Face all of the challenges with courage, and remember to never ever give up. Yan lang din ang naging prinsipyo, naging paninindigan, naging sandat at kalasag ko, maging ng mga kapatid ko, mula noon hanggang ngayon. Bata pa lamang kami, namulat na kami sa katotohanan ng buhay namin ay hindi maanuan, kundi ang kabaliktaran. Musmus pa lamang ako at wala pang ganap na pagkaunawa sa mga pangyayari sa paligid. Subalit nakikita, nararamdaman ko na noon na ang buhay namin ay maraming pagsubok. May pagsubok sa pinansyal, pagsubok sa kabuhayan, sa hanap buhay ng aming mga magulang. Dumteng ti panawin ako hindi nga sinubok, ti pagkasakulan dagiti naganak ni, inot nga napukaw, nga naawanin pulos, ti pagtaudan, iti pagkasakulan mi dinalda. Iso nga, pacheck na nag-send man tirik nada, ken nuwen ken mabalin madida ko makaya. Nagsakripisyo, nga pumanaw, ang trabaho iti balasi taaw iti nami, kas domestic helper di Hong Kong. Kasi met ti amami ta, awan tinatalged, nga pagsakulan iti asideg so may madayumet, nagtrabaho di Isabela. I can attest how difficult it was to spend every day of your life living without your family or parents watching over you. It was very difficult. Sikasi kami lang hindi kakabsat, agluto kami lang nasiksi kami, labaamon, isa rin yung mga lupot. And that happened for so many years. 2005, just few years, or just few months, before our elementary graduation, my mother came home for good from Hong Kong. I can say that was one of the happiest days of my life because it was the first time ever that I went up to this stage I received my ribbons, my medals, with my mother beside me. It felt really good. I felt so happy that day. But our family struggles didn't stop there. Ako may tinaur-urnong tinami, 5 kami, nagkakapsat, sabay-sabay ng basbasa, 2 nga kolehiyo, 2 nga high school, kaya siya ang high school. And to add to that, my mother had a medical condition. That was one of the reasons why she went home. She had to undergo operation sa isang paa niya na may tumor. So, kasi napan amin dyan nga urnong namin lang na awang manin pulos, pagtaudan. Isti, pagkasapulan mo iso nga, kung conforme nga trabaho, hindi sila rek. Nakigap-gapas, nakiburburas, nakimulmula, nakikunakta o may kisarili nga daga, nga pagtalunan o hindi. Pagmulaan, tatitagami lang hindi kay James mo, ating makdiran, di basit nga balay ni. Hingga na, dintek ti panamen nga sinirigdan ti aggatang ti kalakal, kunada. Bote, lando, plastic, basura kung natin na dunga. Malagip ko lang hindi high school na. At talaga dagiti nalay nga kantsaw nga kaklase. Kung nada titatang na ato ikit agkagatang ti tiyang-tiyang. Agkagatang ti basura. Tapos nasumregat idi ko lang may biglang nagpukaw. Wala bote, lando, kaldero, lusog. Kung ano na mas lapin ang kadyaw niya, I didn't took it too seriously, but kas ubikit, syempre, madamit tirik ng mabainan, masair. Ngayon, tiyon-ulit ko idikit, mas asyanak kadagi tinaganak ko. Kasi, adong nga naharas, na sumursurot ang kinyata, mapanagrota, mapanaggatgatang, jay sulit ibagdaw, gantaran, dito'y alkala, amulong, kinaduma-duma pa eh. Tingnan ti ang tao, nagdagsan ti pagpakatin, nagadayo ti pagpagnain da, at nagdagatang lang. But I made it as my motivation. I made my parents as my inspiration. I believe same goes with my siblings. And I swear, one day, my parents wouldn't have to experience and encounter this one. Dumteng nyo nga daw, hanggang tupulos, na mapadasan at tirastoy mariga. Fast forward, my 2 siblings graduated in college. And just few months after graduation, they became engineers by profession. Ti kinaimbang iti puso da, handa kami nga binaybayan. Baga na kadagi nagaak ni, ginana kayo pa si kami, ti magpaadal, kadagi ti ating ni. And they are reaping the fruits of their labors, of their sacrifices, of their love to their siblings now. Not to boast, not to brag, but they're living their lives in Taiwan with their families, working as senior and principal engineers, working in a multinational company based or headquartered in the US. They're living their lives. And sometime, 2012 or 2013, naglipas back then, they duwang kakabsat ko, di kampan. A year later, I graduated as well in college. The following year, I passed the National Licensure Examination, and the rest is history. I can never complain. In fact, I'm so thankful of how God is maneuvering my life, our life so far. Isatagtanga ang daw, as I've mentioned just a while ago, let's take this a moment to appreciate everyone who have contributed or have played major roles in this success. Nagyaman na kadagiti naganak ko, mga nakita ti ado nga sakripisyo ken regrigat yo para kinyami. Mabilig nyo po mga iba ka idi nga agsarding kayo pa ng tipinagbasa ta nagrigat ti pinagbiyak. Ngayon ka kaligatan nyo, hindahan na ang tapos kami. I'd like to thank as well my brothers. I got lucky today that one of my brothers is here. Hindi manak dagiti sakripisyo ta panawin ko man atong palay nyo dagiti arapat yung idingem pinili na kami sinuportaran, pinagadal intente amin nga masapol mi hingga na nagturpos kami. I thank my siblings, nung way, Arvin, Elsie, thank you for all your support. Agyaman akmet ka, dagiti ka papagyan mi, inang, dagiti auntie mi, uncle mi, nga si kayo ni Magden nga sila pila ka naganak mi, hindi pa naway nga dayo, dagiti naganak mi. Agyaman kami, takagiti tultulong, pamabagayo ka kami. And I won't let this day to just pass by without recognizing the efforts and the contribution of all the teachers of this school. Most of them are no longer here, but still I'd like to thank them. Ma'am Stella Martin, Ma'am Mila Cansejo, Ma'am Maladina Hernandez, Ma'am Regina, Sir Rolando Dumapal, Ma'am Tessie Bartolome, Ma'am Virginia Antonio Villa, and I'd like to thank especially Sir Demi. Thank you, Sir. Sir Demi was my math and Araling Panlipunan teacher when I was still in grade 4, grade 5, or grade 6, I believe. He was also my coach when I participated and represented this school in Math Quiz Bee. Giyaman Sir Demi, na aming nasursurong kada kami. Kaya nang kumalipatan dyan monolog mo hindi sir ngay narakit para kanya. Kaya ingana, in the high school, kaya college, kaya in-perform ko lang ta. Lastly, I'd like to recognize and thank Ma'am Veron. I'm not sure if she can still remember it, but she was our substitute science teacher when we were in first year high school. And by saying that, she was also my coach when I represented this school, the ARS, the Bio Campus, first year level in Science Quiz Bee and Saidama. In Saidama, I won the first round, pero second round I got eliminated. And it was like my first taste of defeat, so I cried so hard. So hard to the extent that katkatawaan dak dagiti kalabang ko. Pati dagiti ang katkatawaan dak. But Ma'am Veron came to the rescue. She hugged me and she told me, okay lang yan anak, babawi tayo next year. That meant a lot to me, Ma'am Veron, and thank you so much. Came second year, up to fourth year, I became the champion in the district level. Third year and fourth year, I became the division champion and represented Cagayan in regional levels in Saidama. But just fell short in going to the nationals because second place lang and Isabela went to the nationals. Anyway, amok na maburing kayo kaya baka mabanglis na limihan tayo. So, before ending this speech, I'd like to recognize the efforts kadagiti managayat kinadumuunay nga ama kinina dagiti ngobing. Agyamang kami apo ti amin nga sakripisyo yo, amin nga tultulong yo para dagiti anak yo. Kaya hanyo ko mga tagidaksin apo kas anak no idamag ko kada kayo nga iyan anos yo kumapay apo. Iyan anos yo nga pagadalen pagturpusen dagiti anak yo. Ingana maragpat da dagiti arabahak da. Amo minarigat ti pinagbiag, narigat ti eksapon. Ado nga panubok tinaldal o daw. Ngim pagpangasi yung kumaako, natulungan niya dagiti anak yo. Ingana matumpal da amin nga arabaak da, kay panawin